Come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy, 98.1 FM. As you get from Wampa with headlines at the frequent overseas trip of the president and the economic implication, if any, on the state. For help we discuss this topic today, now the program we want to welcome now the studio Abubakar Joe Sise, Head of Strategic Communication, Minister of Information and Civic Education. Good morning, Joe Sise, and welcome to the program. Good morning, Salud.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
And also na the studio want to welcome Dr. Victor Moinina, a researcher and consultant na Pro Idealist Limited and also lecturer at the Institute of Public Administration and Management, IPAM. Good morning and welcome to the program.
Good morning and thank you for having me.
Well, plenty debates done day around the president in travel. For some, na the right thing the president they do, and that's go help for bring developments to the country. And for some, now it gets implication in the economy and also on governance. We get to these two ideas or these two debates or these two different perceptions about the president in travel. Now you will discuss in second edition of the program. Good morning, Salon. I'll start with you, with Joe Sise, from the Strategic Communications Unit, now the Minister of Information and Civic Education. Once again, good morning.
Good morning.
The debates about the president's infrequent overseas travel, now one way people get different opinion about. It depends to who that you talk to. But from the Minister of Information perspective or the strategic communication standpoint, what you want to make up and they talk about the president's infrequent overseas trips?
Well, so basically, what you do observe, that talk about president overseas travel, it just get for with politics. People away just fishing it for the fair way for criticize the president. Now then can bring down the car up, and you really not see what they talk say it makes sense with all due respect to them, makes sense in a sense. When you the talk say something they happen way bad. If you really objective in what you say, you go also look at waiting good but that in there. Right? Why I start on this note? Make you always tell people when you want to talk about president in travel, look at cost benefit analysis. Waiting now like when you do business, you go know if you make profits, where you don't see the money where you put, and what you get from what you put inside the business. They don't know if the business will make profit. It is as simple as that. Cost benefit analysis of president in travels, what the president they spend on the travels, and what they bring come back to the country. Very, 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 very straightforward. But unfortunately, the one that can talk about president they travel. They know they ever talk about waiting the then travel they bring come back. They always go tell about the travel. And we always don't talk say, first of all, the president they always travel with lean delegations. Yeah? Not to boku people they work out. Only people that way matter we get it for good that they'll go always go with her. Very lean delegation. You calculate all that money the way you think they don't spend. But travel. All that like how the critics they can talk. By any time, you don't compare to any one project where you don't ever go bring car in this country. Yeah? And well, I see one for I don't know.
Just to say we can look at
because I don't lost me time
we can look at cost analysis.
No, that's my own standpoint. Not how other person you mean. My own standpoint the cost benefit analysis.
We can look at that, but in your opening you say the people where they criticize the president say they travel now out of politics. Why you think so now out of politics than from a citizen's perspective?
My friend, because the points away they give no objective. It's as simple as that. I don't change this law. If I talk say Usman they go Banjul and come back on behalf of 98.1, the thing way for carry my mind as an objective person. I wait to Usman they go bring car, how they benefit 98.1. If when you sit down at this office, if they send you out with 98.1 money, then they always look at waiting you go bring come back, we go benefit 98.1. So if somebody they tell say hey, they travel, And now they ever talk back about waiting at the benefit of them travel. Then it is politics. And when they talk with Sabi, I mean, I know they talk social media because me not get time for make I do blabber. Yeah. But I'm always on the social media and they watch everything, waiting whose kind people they write. Na Facebook, na WhatsApp, other channels. I read. I see the people who post. I see what they post. So me they tell say mostly in our politics. Now politics. Because if you're not politics, fine. Like what I said in the debate, so the Lord the people out there and let them hear you. Okay. You understand? President Bio don't go here, he don't go here, he don't go here, he don't go here. The next question that comes to mind now, waiting at it, because if they do harm for the country, let me tell you something again. There's no luxury in flying. The people don't understand this. You don't fly. Most of you don't fly. We know say when you should not play. Now pray they pray to another plane they can do. We all sabi that day. Not to children somebody they enjoy for the flight. If somebody they fly, go inside. Now a great risk to himself. Not to enjoy, but the better enjoy for. But the better begin fly way before the people president. You understand? So not to fly around for the fly. And you go ask yourself waiting. The party I'm the stage the gap. I mean, that party they think say you know get all they do we will get some money. So now make a tell say it's just there for do with politics. Some people just they always look at something for the team effort. So when we come to the real issues, the benefits we don't come to Salo, I want the public really sit down till they let them listen to we. Now ladies matter to rest once and for all.
All right. Mr. Joe, you talk about per diem. We are in presidents now they get better per diem. Almost any game per diem way it travel.
No, many way we tell that because not to me they make per diem for.
All right.
But if they go on a state visit, they're entitled to wait till they go and go. Now the state, all presidents in the world, where they go out on state visit, that the state nine they support them. No, President Biona, one head of state per over 200 almost head of state in the world.
Okay.
These are just the basics in there wire. Now the state nine they support you. So now I tell you say if you don't want to put politics for always ask waiting this person don't go bring away he go. Right. When me then I also today for talk.
Okay. As you say, most of the thing the way people they say now politics against president being travel. But again, during the 2018 debate, is it that now politics president Bio been the talk not been too many way made criticize former President Komon on the same travel?
Well, so I make a tell you say you look at waiting they come. Yeah. If but then telling they we know like you and we go so. We know most people be the way you and then there. So and people that we really know we're not gonna nothing for go do. We will see them where they go. But then they mean I'm a journalist.
For this year, almost people and go. The hunger. I
don't tell you say waiting there for president, not to me information that one day. But one thing where I go always tell you now that now only people we get in for go do. You understand? Now they make that trip. Only people we get in for go do. First time they go Kenya, the only people go. Most of the way they go, that just for them carry them go. So I mean we know these things, not to tell the hide. You understand me? So if the criticism has to be genuine. If you really they go, you know they bring come anything back, and at the state resources they spend, somebody will be right for criticize you. But if this same person they go, if they bring way come, what they benefit the country, then what you think they spend for travel, then it is necessary for them to travel. So it's as simple as that. Most of the development project they hold they see in Salon now. The country, of course, not get that kind of money for support there. You understand me? When you go out, you got to go create networks, you create contacts, and then they help you. The movers and shakers of the world, not just alone there, sit down. If you say what you want, they're not gonna that time there for come and meet you. No, they're not better because everybody else now the world where they in need. They run after it. You understand?
That's the essence of the embassies and the High Commission.
I'm glad you brought this. You understand me? Now, just diplomatic relations. The high-level bilateral engagements for let it really be the kind of foot you want. That the highest level they go for. Now let me just give you one example. Last year I go Germany, me minister. Honorable Chenoba. Yeah, where we go Germany? I meet the ambassador. By the way, I mean former Oba president. They call him Ove Koto Bemba Sisi. Well, nobody feel. We don't go to school. He left by you, but when they expect to be one, they call him Koto. Yeah. So me and him talk. Once he tell me that. Yanda to we now they with a quick ambassador the able make way is she president we na ya. He said the highest level where something you able for engage. Now like permanent secretary level to win na ya or something the minister. He told me that. Tell me that international something with the heavy not to be secret. He told me that. You understand? But quite apart from that, when you really want to be taken seriously in certain things. It just like where I could always make example to win a what are they 98.1? There are certain engagements. You get certain partnerships where this institution go out for to other people. With all due respect to you, Usman, with all due respect to you, Musa, they're not going to ask for Leunago. They will either call for the board chairman or the waiting highest level. It is for a reason. If you don't go engage with somebody, even we who can go to meetings, we'll go insist let editors come. Let station managers come. Or you go to an institution and go tell you, say, let the permanent secretary come. Because you want somebody where they talk to, where they take a decision. Otherwise, what you can't buy, you know mean nothing.
So in all cases, in all cases, now by first president bill for go just for meet that standard, say.
We are necessary. Like for instance, we don't have free quality education. It involves huge amount of money. Where we're not able to provide. Yeah, we're able to do our own. But all of that thing, we will need support from outside. And in that one day, you need to buy in from the international partners in there. And when they take their decisions then they for buying and say they put resources now, they are not in Sierra Leone. You either go meet them directly or when you go to a global conference at the sidelines, now they engage with them. Now they get your network. Now they get you contact to them. Now they get you. Now that's the day you go for ride on over time. Now they make you almost money they go for free quality education. Almost million of people benefit from that. Agriculture now will represent the next flagship program. Okay. You almost money don't come inside. When are from partners they will get her. Alright. You understand? If president maybe she don't have the one where they take decision when on other side and they not go meet there. We know they get their support. It is as simple as that. All right. So now I tell you from the one say people they talk there with it, just politics and they talk.
Okay, continue for the way to inside the program. In name na Abubakar Josise, in a head of strategic communications at the Ministry of Information and Civic Education. The program na Good Morning Salon.
And we come to the other studio guest we now Dr. Victor Moinina, researcher and consultant now Pro Idealist Limited, and also lecturer Institute of Public Administration and Management IPAM. Good morning and welcome to the program again.
Good morning, and thank you for having me.
You don't be quiet for some time. I don't see the watch Joe CC. We do new analysis. We look at the president's infrequent overseas travels or the president's infrequent travels and the impact on governance and also on the economy. According to Joe CC, the president in travel gets big benefits to the country, and people really criticize them not just out of politics. As somebody the lecturer and also researcher and consultants, what do you take on this topic of discussion today?
Thank you very much for the opportunity. First of all, I beg for the file to say. Every travel way you do, it gets a financial implication on the country. Let me take this case study of the recent hunger. We see Usai, the current chairman of the SLPP, be a part of the delegation. We also see the former clerk of parliament be a part of the delegation. The question I ask, what really then go for go do? Then they for go work for Salon, or then they for go work for the SLPP. So we get for try for distinguish between party politics and national issues. So this one way we try for defend, not all travels of the president actually call for. Like from where presidents can to power, it all left this country more times than it don't stay between here. And when you look at the implication in the economy, everything where they do gets direct cost to the states. Of course, we they operate a system whereby we get the single treasury, now the Bank of Sierra Leone, where all revenues they count towards than the Guyana. And the cost of tickets, of course, like I mentioned, I don't have a plane ticket. The cost of tickets is not cheap. The cost of hotel is not cheap. The the per diem or the stipend or the allowance where they get is not cheap. And mind you, this allowance is not just to go to it go to every other person where they go part of the delegation. So for me on side, I beg for the fact that it is not all of these things. Yes, you make mention of something. We'll talk about the ambassadors and representative. Like I mean, I don't leave Ethiopia for a year. I work with the Africa Union. I can tell you, say there are some issues then where the ambassador of that country they go before articulates well than the person with the can. The reason being, you dey interact with other people, yes, but there are institutions that we go actually one for Yeri from a perspective and what's in they happen. We get a very vibrant ambassador in Kuwait. She's doing very well. A lot of Sierra Leoneans and Kuwait they actually talk about in what way they do. You want to say past presidents go Kuwait before we forget an impact of that? So most of these things that we're talking about, not so just on the surface level, let's look deeper. Almost people then they go, almost money it cost we. Even if na presidential jet to be get, almost it go cost we for level run a presidential jet. So it's not about politics, it's about being nationalistic. We talk more about Sierra Leone than just the politics where people then they refer to.
Now, let me look at the issue of the ticket where you mentioned. It's obvious that the president travel with private jets most times with the and plenty time we will see in the airport like private jets, and this private jet always go be available when the president want go.
The cost
You
of private
think
jets is more expensive than commercial
so
flights.
this is the question we were for ask.
Yeah.
When you talk about the president they fly private jet, they will tell you say salon don't too big and the world don't advance for make the president go to take commercial flights rather private jet is preferable way other president in the travel with.
So instead of we rent the private jets, why we not buy presidential flights for her?
So you think say the money way the government don't use on private jet don't do for let them buy?
Yes. The cost of running a jet is more expensive than for rent one. Now, if you look at, let's say, something, the cost of a medium-sized jet could be something $2 to $3 million, but the running cost of them for a year can go up to then 35,000 and $35 million for run a jet for a whole year. So it's more money. Now, if we look at the implication of which we talk about now, almost it costs we for rent one private jet per travel. Let's say roughly something $15,000 to $20,000. Almost we they use them. So if we use like 10 times at $20,000, it's already $200,000. And if we use like 10 for months, then we calculate them by the year. We actually go be 120 times. And if we calculate them by that rough estimate swaggy, we are talking something that is running into almost $500,000 to $1 million.
And how much you think say the cost the state for the president in travel per year?
It costs me more because I just give you a rough estimate of just tickets. Let's talk about the per diem. Let's talk about the hotels. The reason why
Let me take a step by step and look at the flights first of all.
Okay. Now, if you look at one of the reasons that way to make then sack the former auditor general was because it come up some of these issues that the travels alone, some of the hotels there with them put now the invoices where they bring they are fictional. They're not the operates. So who side them money there? So they go. So when we talk about these things, everything get costs attached to it. Even us working for public institutions, like I mean, me in a lecturer, if I tell you some of the costs really come to me directly, it's a lot of money. So I go one for the government if we explain to we almost really, if we talk about the cost of ticket, like the last, okay, this hunger where you go so, president go, first lady go, ministers and go. I just mentioned a few other names that we go. Almost 10 tickets and they all cost. We will put some, even if not private jets we use or a private chartered flight, it still gets a lot of implication. We also something about what we also look at. We also get visa fees that we can attach to that. Even when you dey travel on service passport, like I mean, and service passport I get. If you dey travel on service passport for go to the US, for instance, una all dey pay visa fee. They no one know whether you the work for government or not. You are going to pay that visa fee, and the visa fee is more than 4,000 millions. So if you calculate all of these costs again attached to it, aside the ticket, it's a lot of cost. We also they come more from the consolidated fund, so it get implication.
All right, Doc, you just explained about the different financial implication them where the president in travel get, but you mentioned say the audit report and some of the issues they are then come up with we get for with travel and other documents there. Is it that game they play, the one the way they handle president being in travel business? I mean for the ad fee.
So the this question also for don't go directly to the people who they make the budget for the presidential travel. Unfortunately, we don't get an answer, so we only get strategic communication and director. But if we go in depthly, there is something that is missing in the whole picture.
What you miss?
The missing accountability. How do we ask these questions to people without being tagged an opposition? Most time we are in there on various media platforms, it's often say media oppose the government or media oppose the system because the system is not doing the right thing. If we do the right thing, we will always applaud the system. But this is a system whereby we talk about the implication of waiting there for our factory. Mind you, even we within at this studio, so we only pay tax. If you believe say you know they pay tax, even if you dey work on a street now, you buy something a street, let them give you that GST receipt, let you see almost and they put for tax. This water with this so if you go for go buy on a shop, ask for the GST receipt, let you see. And where is this tax going to? It will go back to the consolidated funds. So it has to do with issue where affects all of us because now we money. End of the day, we can't live in a system whereby they deduct so much money from we and we can't even account for how this money is being spent.
All right, continue for the with me inside the program, Dr. Victor Monina, in a researcher, consultant, and lecturer for Idealist Limited. We'll go for a break when we come. We continue for look at more issues.
We're trendy and youthful. We're UBA.
You na government or private workman? You want buy land for build your dream house? You want buy motor car? Or now you picking and school fees you want for pay? You want for furnish your apartment or want settle urgent medical bill? Sometimes you want travel. Well, no worry. UBA get you back with the UBA No Wahala loan. We go make you get loan as low as 5,000 and as high as 1 million in new loans. You don't need for worry about any collateral. Once you dey work past 6 months, now any government office, international NGO or any institution where the bank recognize inside them loan portfolio, you go get the opportunity for pay them small with sweet timeline. When are up to 4 years with no wahala. Oh yes, UBA No Wahala loan don't come for you. Loan will go give you peace of mind. So what do you wait for? Just reach for the sky with no wahala. UBA, Africa's global bank. One brand, partnering for progress.
See, I will last camp on this farming business. Now, in no more they make profits. It's all like na debully gets where they work for.
But blopper you comping. But that's not fine pan business.
But that's for waiting. I don't know why we don't take on this business. No, they get better. And we just come, they shine like a way.
Let's go. If you do well, then, but you not feel say.
Me sister them. Not so debully I get so that the way I dey manage me profit after I don't sell me farm markets. Now make una they see me at the shine by this farm business so.
Bosia, you get this fine secret. You don't tell we you sister them.
Now I dey try for tell una so. Where I don't sell me farm thing them. I know they spend like how una they spend. Look you musu. Now new ladies bag you come out by so. You dey trust for buy any new clothes we come out. All time una they spend pass how una they make them. Me now I dey save. I dey cut me coat according to my size. For help me pan this, now make local commercial bank with in partner them. They don't start this financial and digital literacy campaign for farming community them, where they help you for manage your budgets, learn you how for trust, and plenty other awareness there. We go make your business grow more and more. Save today for you tomorrow and buy.
This message they come out from Local Commercial Bank and UNCDF in partnership with Government of Sierra Leone with funding from European Union.
The program Good Morning Salon, they continue. They come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. We continue for look at more issues. We look at one of headline stories. Then we go say the country director na Trokia Salon, George Simon Were say inside the next 2 years, then plan for support 40,000 hosts in a Cambia district to solar lights. He talk this inside one meeting with stakeholder them. Now, might be my chiefdom Cambia district. We will command at the European Union delegation as Salon go work in a Cambia district for know about the impact where EU funded project them don't give or help for improve community in a Cambia district. For more on this, we join Ala Ajijalo.
Na so in Vitalek, na Maseri Tenkel, Matban Chiefdom, Cambia District. Usai community people be they welcome the European Union Boss Tour 2025 na the community as the European Union delegation as Salon. Don't they support plenty development them na Cambia District. Usai they don't give support to farmer them, build shop them, and self-provide solar electricity for hard to reach area them na Cambia District. Usai now that they implement light Salon solar project for help tap the challenge them where community people they face.
Because they not be get away for study at night because of lights not the and the people are not be affordable for provide lights for them. But for this present time now, we see the performance of the Peking they don't increase because of they able to study in our nets. And whether they go for public exam, we get 100% for these 2 years. For this 2024-2025 school academic. Feels so good for this light. God, with the improvements we'll see.
The voice where you just listened to, now the head teacher na Ahmadiyya Primary School, na Maseri Tenkel Matbang Chiefdom, Cambia District, Buya Alansan Kamara, we dey talk about the impact where light Salon solar project don't help school picking them na the community. As the EU Boss Tour 2025 they start them work in a Cambia District, forget first-hand information from community people for know the impact where EU funded project them don't help for improve community people in life. Make the European Union delegation ambassador on Salon, Jacek Jankowski, say access to electricity now one where they want to make Salon people get na they host them.
Access to electricity. This is access to basic goods which everybody should have access to. They now discover that the day has 24 hours. Now they can study, they can work, because of electricity as well, because of lights, against thieves, against animals. So the standard of their life increased enormously. Our dream is that one day Sierra Leone will be such a rich country that will be not a recipient of foreign aid, which will be a donor country. And this is the final target for us, because it is impossible to support for next centuries to come. So the idea is you have to become independent from us.
We insert the talk. The country director on Turkey, George Simon Weir, talk about the plan them where they get for Cambia District.
Initially, we targeted 74 households, provide them with quality, reliable solar energy. The results were overwhelming. We made an appeal, and through the support of the Irish Aid Program, we managed to get 2.4 million euros. And through that, we've been able to target up to 16,000 households. We shall be looking at 6 chiefdoms out of 10. We have also managed to secure some additional kits, about 2,000 kits, through support of the EU through GIZ. Now that will bring it to about 18,000 households. Now, this is the ambition. Our hope is that with additional funding, we'll be able to reach out to up to about 40,000 households in the next 2 years in Cambia District. We also want to make sure that nobody is left behind. We want to reach the most vulnerable, people who cannot be connected to EDSA, off-grid, or any other connection.
With all this, I will later meet and talk to some of the community people them where benefit from this project and ask them how this light don't help for tap the challenge them, whether we done the face, and at this them be get for say.
Now, then come with the AC solar, and then they help me because the snake in the morning of winter, Friday. Before remember, don't put trouble. From all this solar come, as snake come, then kill them, then they see her. So now they cut off or come. Now, all we picking, Then they sit down one place, then they study. All that benefit they don't get up.
Mina Salima to Bangura. I appreciate because you see this solar here, they happy. You know they see snake again, you know they afraid again, you picking and then they study.
I name my more like Bangura, my Sheritan Cambia district. Because first there we get darkness in a destroyer. We not in the sea, and the time we get darkness, and that water who will be drink, it not be pure. But right now they don't come make water away for me. Well, right now they can feel fine. All lights don't come. But good problem who be getting a destroyer. We don't close. Bless God with Cadro, with European people there. And then can help with this area.
Then people end up for tell thank you to Turkey and European Union for the support where they don't they give them and end up I should say then go all the property they have fine so that they go last long for the society for radio democracy. Me, na Alaji Jallo, they report.
The program Good Morning Salon they continue. Inside the program we'll still get to studio guests. Then we'll cover now to Abubakar Josise. We're now the head of strategic communications, Ministry of Information and Civic Education. Before we go for that break, Dr. Victor mentioned about some people that will go hunger recently. It's still a question what did them go do. For example, Batilo, another get for do with Paran. They ask if now hunger then go work for the country or now for the SLPP party then go.
Well, you know, ask the categorical statement they make. He say they are part of the delegation. So many challenges are not say that's not true. They are not part of the official government delegation. Okay. And once you go for note, the UN travels there because now the biggest global platform where on the sidelines all man can able to do things the other one for do. Some people that if you don't enable, they're not in a government delegation. But then they go there. Some man belong to organizations where you go get people there for go there at that particular time. Understand me? The organizations they go pay for them. All of these things where they talk, let me bother go research. He say now researcher. Let's go research back. You find out what they tell people in the fact. You understand? Jimmy Batilo Zonga, most of his life now UK don't live. Yeah? I mean, I'm away get connections all over the place. Para, Setijana, you understand? SLPP not a small party. If SLPP chairman want to have SLPP party able to fund that chairman, they intrigue.
So for this people then go Batilo and
they are not part of the official government delegation.
Now the SLPP party now sponsor.
I don't know how they get them, but they are not part of the official government. Would I know they are the official government delegation, not to government they fund the trip.
Okay. So what are the people within the official travel trip to Onga?
I don't need for going to that one day. Not to me put list together. I just want set the record straight. Because now they two people when they mention, so now maybe they go to other people. You understand me? That the chairman and the secretary general, they are not part of the government delegation. I don't make myself clear on that one day. Let me go do research more and bring other facts can challenge me. Then it talks say president left this country more than I don't do with we. I mean that's with all due respect to you, that's just a joke. The man on 7 years. So it's only 7 years. It don't out of the country more past I don't do in Seattle. So
now that's people they speculate say the pan
come on. I mean, I know like post but this it really not make sense.
But just to say
7 years. Just go tell me say me also like why they should have me I don't know street passer in a house.
It's not possible.
It's just not possible.
Just to say, the president hardly take 2 weeks now, Salon continue.
No, that's not true. That is not true.
It hardly take 2 weeks.
So make I give you other reasons why the president is travel. Yeah.
No. But you can't hardly take 2 weeks continuous.
No, that's not true. I don't debunk that and back. That's not true. But make I come back to other things there. Why and how the president travel. You understand? The president, as we speak, now the chairman of the Committee of 10 on the for Africa in front of the UN Security Council. You understand? Now leadership will land in the play. As we speak, the president we a member of UN Security Council, non-permanent category. As we speak, this great president go UN. He went as chairman, you understand, of the ECOWAS authorities of heads of states. Yeah? Let's just give the most recent one. Quite recently, he went to Burkina Faso, not to join the right Europa. He went there as chairman of ECOWAS because Burkina Faso is one of the country there where they travel come up from ECOWAS. You understand me? And the one way you go to when Captain Tuori, they talk with the other one and they wait all day on this one. Now, President believe in dialogue and that responsibility then gear. Now they go perform so.
What are the footnotes in the way presidents did travel?
They better make a clear to understand ECOWAS. So in ECOWAS trip, they mix up and then trip here. Again, so that they go for camp. Again, so many other trips them where sometimes them bilateral. Now, sometimes the government where they call her go take care of that trip. Again, organizations where go want for let go do something, we go take care of a trip. You get other trips where that day, of course, now the states now is supposed for supporter. You understand me? So, then trip the highway president they make, some of them trip they also get for do it in walls. You understand? Now, international man.
But just
you understand me? When you talk, when are they come? Musa, we need to make
people, but according to the Minister of Finance, now Salon they pay for the president in travel to ECOWAS.
No, so Minister of Finance me tell you. Because
what he say?
ECOWAS, somebody may bring that question, they can say,
now maybe
fine. Say, where president going to go by ECOWAS business or where the whole ECOWAS meetings? They can very clear. ECOWAS, go check your neighbor, they do research in there. Go research. Say ECOWAS, then in your own business, ECOWAS can fall for funder, and they fund it. Lord, be very clear on now and day, yeah? Because somebody be asked, say them ECOWAS meeting, they have this and that, make a very clear say now cost on ECOWAS. So, but I be need for make that point there, yeah? I just want to respond one to the thing the way you say. Then it's talking about say, not all trip are necessary. But I mean, first one tell you say, I say for flying a plane, not to enjoyment, now risk. You understand me?
But it's like so, how they enjoy the travel.
No, so that's not true. So these are the misconceptions I'm here to address. You understand me? If for flying not to luxury, there is no way you go tell somebody say they go trip when not necessary. It's not true. You understand? Now, I want for debunk them first before we are really can bring one or two things the way we really not benefit to this country. And I go to the most recent ones. Yeah? Because all the talk way, it calculates trip parity as it goes say about $1 million. $1 million, let's say $2 million. As against billions or hundreds of millions of dollars, we don't come in support of failed development projects in the country. Does it not make sense to travel? So now come back to this other one. It's a private jet expensive. Yes. But then, Salon go buy private jets now? No. Because we don't have money for buy.
So you understand? So now in that case, people still raise concern, say the country now gets that kind of resources still. But the president will say are frequent. And we get ambassadors, them as my colleague mentioned. Even Onga, we see Burkina Faso or other country, then we are the ambassador or other people who represent them. But people say the president, even public lecture.
So that ambassador himself, when they don't do all the groundwork, for create with connections with other people for certain benefits when they come to the country, they can always require the president for go back and do the final thing. That is how it works.
So without President Bill moving, things don't happen for Salon.
I don't think so. I don't give you, for example, even for 98.1 IR. If you get certain things, then they go call on for do 98.1, they go insist say let somebody hire go.
But we know the system then they move.
Which president is running there?
We see the likes of Paul Kagame, they hardly move. You see the Mogafuli style, they hardly way be that like the hardly
Paul Kagame,
even the president of
wait me now. Paul Kagame has been in power for since 1994, 95. Calculate how many years that day. Uninterrupted. He don't get all the time in the world for creating connections. He don't get all the time in the world for executing plan. He don't get all the time in the world for the when President Bill come. With all the challenges President Bill come in there, you expect her for Sidon. And they compete somebody where you the challenge post you don't establish. You will start business today. And the one way don't day in business don't make profit more than the same. So why do you refer to you as a startup? And as somebody will establish. Make another step. I need for respond to them. Please, I will round up this stuff and be exposed. Any other issues come, I will take her. Yeah. That one about private jet. That money we pay for private jet, I don't put all into the cost benefit analysis. I don't tell you say when we put all. Now, me brother lawyer, by your own calculation, saying about all this thing about $1 million for the year. But waiting, then think they carry it. Like for instance, I just make one or two. China. The supporting China don't give it of late. Me no member say they don't get any government of late. You know why? For example, in relationship where you go China and build with the Chinese president. We got over $50 million for stadium. Yeah. Where they build a grants, not alone. We got $55 million fish harbor where they can build. Now grants, not alone. We army get Boku machine today for make home agriculture or that thing there. Where president go talk with China give we. We not pay for our. We got millions of dollars. We got so I come. I just go ahead. That's very simple for me.
Just say before you go to the benefits, look at the cost. What do you think say the cost salon per president's travel?
No, I mean that you not gonna be fair to me if I mean that.
But you know the benefits.
But
you know the cost.
I will tell you, estimate. Because I say where they give analysis now, estimate to give, but you calculate an estimate.
Where you estimate for we?
By the same estimate today, me don't tell you say if in the world say no, if you say $2-3 million. Now from the outset now, I don't tell you about cost benefit analysis. You say when you do business. If you spend $5 million, not say you don't spend $5 million. You spend $5 million. You don't bring over $3 billion kind of the country. But not a good business, and you don't continue to do that business. It is as simple as that. Okay. You understand? No, you left 2 more. Auditor General. He said the second because he is issue for president in 3 this and that. My brother, they are pointing at that position. They not to lord unto yourself. Now, maybe the laws of this country show clearly how they work for pull you if for professional misconduct. They set up a tribunal. They're not just waiting for money, they pull up. The tribunal go, it appear, witnesses they go, everybody go. You understand me? So the law better make clear. Then he say the system no they work right. So I make in the always criticize. You got right for criticize, my brother. It's a democracy. Who not advance to criticism? As a matter of fact, this government don't put itself up for public scrutiny past any government like this country used to. Even the president. Okay. This studio should also question. The other should not have ask any kind of question now. It don't work. Now the only question they ever know in this country. You understand me? So we don't worry about criticism. All we are saying.
And the only president don't go to studio.
Where in the service? We not election them and they tell you where is the office, command office.
We don't see president don't go to radio.
Not to election them and they tell you what's the campaign. So understand? I have one on the Musa. You understand me? This system, you go get your challenges they day, yeah. But the system they support in citizens. Now make when MCC reports come up, when they tell you about what to they put per education, we get high mark. What to they put per health, we get maternal and infant mortality. Don't work per person in question in the world right side. You don't say all of these things.
Okay, we can look at some of the things that we mentioned, but quickly before we go over to Dr. Moyina, Mr. Sisi, why president no can send the vice president on certain issues them passing self-go?
A lot of issues you don't send the vice president.
Which one?
Boku.
Which one?
Okay, so I can start for you the one where we all enjoy football. When we come in football, they play in this country because they take politics put inside. And who are football play because president want for use sports as a tool for empower young people there, create jobs for them. It was a concern to him. Straight away, now the honorable vice president is saying Switzerland for go engage FIFA. And the honorable vice president go pull them off. We also waiting be happy when we will get executive in place where football begin play. And for later in the day, thousands of people don't benefit from football.
All right.
You understand? So now go to that most basic. Several other trips today where the president they send the vice president. This vice president who gets, by the way, intelligence level, is so high.
All right.
Very brilliant man, and not to possible when you the same by any task when it's para.
All right.
So the president always get that confidence here for Senate for when they say, hey, always when they say that.
Continue for the with me inside the program. The program na Good Morning Salon where they come to you live from Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Over to you, Dr. Monina. You don't really have about the things that we Josie say don't say. We are in say most of the things that we you mention not to again, is it that you still concerned about the frequent travel of presidents?
Surely, this is something we very serious and something we all for take into cognizance. We dey make mention say for travel, easy, especially where you dey get fatigue. You get other health implications. We come up with that. But for me, I dey look at not just the frequency, I dey also look at resource wise, almost the cost for we get in trips there. So for the very first time in our country, from where they understand we political system, we not just get ambassadors, we also get deputy ambassadors, we get attaches, we get a lot of people that will work with diplomatic missions then. We also get new diplomatic missions that we open. Of course, we get the diplomatic mission to Kenya, we get to other countries that we don't open. Now, all of this gets a direct implication on the national budget. Almost really pay them people here. So waiting and they do, waiting at some of their activities. For we get events them like that, then we not get them people here so for representatives. Then what are we doing? It's like we they pay somebody for some job where they do. And if we pay person for a job where they do, then wait to make we continue to pay the person. So for we they get just the president going to these trips, for me, are they kind for asking, is it that the president not trust the people that waiting into them position and they go handle the situations properly, or is it that they need to do well? Look at we get issues then we come up. The whole hunger we president they talk. And not even make mention once of the younger issue. Not even one statement say for say younger now something where they happen now. We get ECOWAS delegation, we go solve the younger issue, then stop them. They're not going inside the country. Then they're not going to the place. The Guinean forces stop them for come back. This was one of the biggest opportunities we president we get for address that issue. They say they can go to International Court of Arbitration. The UN is the biggest international diplomatic scene. So why we not even make mention of that? Another opportunity the way we get. But we can't even say that because now we look at the implications of the trips. The trips alone, it's in itself, it gets in a way, some of we really don't want for going to anymore. Look at quite recently, we president in the UK on a state visit. Then we see a picture of with the former flag bearer of the APC. A lot of things and fly around the country. People and say tripartite recommendation, this happened, that happened. But me, I can always tell people and say, I don't live by hearsay. I don't live by what I read on papers, what I read by books. Because for me, I can always say, where I say empirical evidence, I didn't for argue with them. I not just to talk something because I hear it and something I say on social media. No, I find out about the truth. Then I go for a get very good analysis of them. But the trip to UK, it don't happen. It don't pass. We don't go. This don't come. We are back here in Sierra Leone. Waiting really that thing they get for do to we. The tripartite recommendation, according to the chief minister in post, to say that they implement up to 84% of them. The balance 16%, we don't know what's in the inside in. So inside that 16%, they really they watch low see. Usai and Usai again for talk. A lot of people are speculating about power sharing deals. We don't see power sharing deal in Salon under the former Ahmed Tijan regime. We see say Fode Sebana Sanko was vice president too in Sierra Leone. We also get some members back of the IF where we hold some ministerial positions. That's a power sharing deal. But for this one, we don't know whether that will happen. After that, we see say where the tripartite recommendation begin for implement, we see say money came into the country, which was very good because by then governance processes were standstill. A lot of projects and will be need for be pushed, but they're not be able to get the money. Now we are up and running. We see things and they happen. But the question we need to ask is how much more we get for continue for endure than presidential trips there, so because it still gets a tolling effect on us. And I still hold on to the point of view is that the president don't left this country more times than he done with we. If not, November 23 was a testament of that. President was out of the country. So it can't meet the issue on the ground. So if he was here, probably that would have been prevented.
All right. Now, when the president did travel, it don't come with some things. Them it meet with different leader. There, for example, it meet with Econ
Yeah.
on the light.
We not ever see the lighting project come to reality.
All right. It meet with different people, and recently we see some of the money that we don't sign. So you not think say that's all the progress we make. The president can go out there for go source fund for in country.
I'm not questioning the progress part. I'm questioning the cost implication part. Almost in the cost tree. Like what you see don't so now, you have a home, right? You the run your house. If then tell you say for provide light now house, it the cost tree this. You then look at first of all the cost before you look at the benefits, right? If you don't know the cost, you might not even look at the benefits. Sometimes, okay, like I miss so now. I come back salon 2020, December 31st. Then I've been here from 2020. From what I don't care, so I can count how many times I don't left salon. It's not that I don't have engagement. Most of the time I do my engagements online. Because one, I get a commitment. Me na deputy head of department na IPAM. I not go left for go work na campus. I dey travel out of the country. Sometimes I tell them, can we do it online? And virtually, they can agree to yes, we can. The impact still remains the same.
No, Doc. Most times the arguments we can ask experts or government officials, they can say this is the president and this is the fountain of honor, and these travels, according to some, not gets any impact on the economy because any money spent on the president, not for nothing, and the head of state or the president, it get to reflect the status of the country itself.
Okay. Well, it gets impacts on the country. I'll give one simple example. We get a presidential town hall meeting where the Ministry of Civic Education and Information organize. Presidents not show up. They not even do a Zoom meeting for that. But we get hunger, president go. So are we saying that hunger more important than addressing us the people in Sierra Leone? The first one is shop. The second one will go on Akenema. He was not there. So what's not the excuse for that? We get internet. He can connect, talk to people online. And then the minister unfortunately make a statement. We really and truly not go that way with me. Unfortunately, the president they follow online. So you can follow online, but you not can talk to me online. So what is the essence of that? So these are some of the things that we are saying, that if you can prioritize international travel, why don't prioritize local travels? Almost 10% don't actually go to some areas in this country and address issues. Most of the time, what they say, minister, highest VP for can talk to me, but president is not there. But when it comes to international trips, he's there. So I still hold on to the fact that some of these trips we for don't cut.
According to Josie, say the president an international man. He work for ECOWAS
and then make you go represent international, make you not represent Salon. If you are representing Sierra Leone, you should be with us. I can tell you, since 2002, the only president who I don't see we actually deal with in this country was Amati Jankaba. He was always here with us. We did discuss with him. Pakabana, the only person they pull music today. And they tell them, say, let them sing instead of them go all gone. That was that kind of a president that we needed. And we still need that kind of president. But this president is not actually giving us that kind of thing.
Continue for stay with you inside the program, Dr. Victor Moinina, researcher and consultant, Pro Idealist Limited, and lecturer at the Institute of Public Administration and Management. I plan to look at the present view infrequent travel and the impact on governance and on the economy. The program Good Morning Salon they continues, man.
Inside the program this morning, we take one of headlines with them. Usai Magistrate Mustafa Ibrahim Majana, Padembaro Magistrate Court number 1, don't send 2 man then go back on remand because police allege say the league president bill in entourage and manifest documents them na do illegal one. They accuse people here at the team up na court for answer to count charge we get for the with wrongful communications of documents contrary to section 17(1)(a) of the Treason and State Act of 1963 as amended. For more on this, make we join Theodore Arena.
Magistrate Mustafa Brahmajana Pademba Court number 1 don't send 2 man then go back na the male correctional center for where police allege say they leak President Bill and the one the way they go with then travel manifest where them want use for go na the United Kingdom. Abdul Kanu and Mohamed Abu Toure they tinap na court for answer to 2 count charge them where get for do with wrongful communication of documents contrary to section 71A of the Treason and State Act of 1963 as amended. According to police filer that Abdul Kanu between August 20 and 30 this year na Freetown they been get na in possession the travel manifest of President Julius Bill and the one them way for go na the United Kingdom. The State's Council, Yusuf Isaac Sise, been talking a court say they want to take another line of action and serve with compliance with Section 1-2 of the Treason and State Act of 1963. Osai is say they don't file one written concept to the Attorney General and Minister of Justice for make both the defendants them go get trial based on this offense. Magistrate Mustafa Bremaja don't adjourn this case to October this year. The lawyer where they represent the accused them, now lawyer John G. Wales and Yusuf Isaac say they represent the state. As all this they been a magistrate court number 1, Magistrate Mustafa Bremaja don't send Bella Musa Toure in alleged Kush case go na High Court for trial. After we it all look inside this case, Bella Musa Toure be the tinap na court for answer to possession of prohibited drugs without lawful authority contrary to Section 8A of the National Drugs Control Act 2008, Act number 20 of 2008. According to police filer that they may catch her with 50 wrap of kush weigh 35.5 kilogram without lawful authority. The witness may testify but waited and nobody's case. And after that, they make Magistrate Mustafa Bremaja then send this case go na High Court for trial. For Radio Democracy, Mina Theodore Arena the report.
I see the media, not see way powerful.
Cyber security threats, then they happen and then they happen every day, from phishing scam to bad software and data breach. Nobody not get 100% protection because they can attack anybody, any side, anytime.
So if your organization gets cyber incidents or your system begin for behave like say somebody they run after her, no waste time or report one time to the National Cyber Security Coordination Center NC3 with team we get master sabi people there ready for answer quick one. Then go tap the attack quick one for make the damage no boku. We go unbug your business and your customer then bambai.
Remember say under Part 6, Section 53 on the Cyber Security and Crime Act 2021. If you don't report cyber attack or where bad people sneak inside your system without your permission, now big criminal offense that we can make you pay boku money or you can even go jail. Report all cyber attack na www.nccc.gov.sl or you send email to reporting@nccc.gov.sl before it go late bambai.
If they get you, the love will bet you.
If them lift you up, make you lift them too. If them show you road, make you show them too.
We don't come back, me people there. The Triton Memorial Hospital and the Ministry of Health Yai operation for them people we get Jagena the Yai. The Yai operation program now the Ministry of Health, Triton Memorial Hospital, Triton International Foundation and the North Dubai Foundation. Now they bring can this free Yai operation no sidomo now for come now and register. Now Triton Memorial Hospital Hill Station now free. The registration they begin September 2nd, 2025 and now 50 people then they register every day. But if you want no more about this operation for them people will get again at the now for call this number 030-5413-31. Come now and do your young jege operation at you for free. You need for see fine one for you tomorrow bambai.
You just get one life, you don't get control. Don't grieve for anybody when no grieve for you.
Lokma is a fast-acting, effective, and
and safe anti-malaria drug that contains artemether and lumefantrine. Lockmal is a first-line agent in the treatment of all forms of malaria, including multi-drug resistant strains of malaria parasites. Lockmal, another quality product from Emzo Pharmaceuticals. Emzo, experience unlimited wellness. Consult your doctor if symptoms persist.
The program Good Morning Salon, they continue the country from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. In case you just join today, we look at President Bill infrequent overseas trips and the impact on governance and on the economy. We get Dr. Victor Moinina, researcher and consultant na Pro Idealist Limited, and also in a lecturer at the Institute of Public Administration and Management, IPAM. And also we get Abubakar Josisi, Head of Strategic Communications Unit, the Ministry of Information and Civic Education. The program Good Morning Salon, they continue. We look at one part with headline stories. Then we say 138-year-old man where they live in a Western Rural District, Idrissa Thomas, now because of stress and relationship and family issue, be making court in private parts. Well, more on this, we join Elizabeth Matu Mansari.
This being 10, information come out na social media wey show say 138-year-old man been caught in private parts. But for know how true this been, Radio Democracy meet and talk with this person wey dem say in caught in private parts, and it be confirmed to Radio Democracy say this not true, and he tell you wetin push am for do this.
I believe with me mama and me papa, but they all don't pass away. I deal with me brother, them, sister, auntie, you know. I deal with them with peace for the moment, you know. As time goes on, my brother, my family, they all ignore me. The first woman, the woman himself go away, go married. I try by all means back, I able to try for other woman, himself come, he born for me, then he go away. So I don't do now na me own compound now, me one grain, you know. No one know about me, nobody no one know about me. And I the one for interact with people them, and they ignore me. I don't know why, you know. So I make myself straight away. I go into smoking and drinking. So I did I mean compound. I did do small activities for me daily bread. Wise I did go na bush, you know, cut bamboo, plant blight. Then myself can sell an atombo. At the same time back, I did go na bush back. At the same time, cut wood can tumbo can sell. I load on per bike, you know. So I don't look fed up about this life. I don't try. And woman no dey me way. And one even time, I come out to the camp. Now I meet up two lady. I don't know say them come out. I don't know their way about, you know. And me not matured man. So straight away, I invite them. But I not be there in condition actually. I be don't take weight and not for take like rum, you know. I be don't drink, smoke. I be don't smoke cigarettes, so I be don't over chack. So I don't know myself again. So straight away work in house now. I don't get me condition. So I enter inside house. I don't know self how I enter inside house. Morning 10 now I just see no more now. A razor and a knife by me. The knife now I use, you know, now cut off me private. Totally.
For sake of this, Radio Democracy been also get the opinion for mental health coalition, where na body where don't they raise awareness on mental health issue. We say we meet with the feed and community coordinator Abraman Sise, we raise concern, but mental health issue then don't they go up?
You know, and we don't live in a society where people they focus on the last aspect when they talk about the condition, when it's psychosis or schizophrenia. So the person work cannot eat, and they see things that we didn't see, they pick from the street, or wear some kind of clothes way, not good for wear, At that last stage, the people they can think say na mental illness or na mental health issues. But the aspects of depression na issue, the aspects of stress na issue, the aspects of anxiety na issues. All of them things they get a starting process, and then they reach at you or you will reach at a level where sometimes you know they think about no other thing again. Now wetin go make you easy self, or wetin go make you happy, or wetin go just conclude everything that moment that you think of.
Abraman Sise also say number of mental health don dey go up because of how people no dey sympathize with young one dem na the country.
We can always tell people and say, if I for make you empathize with people and to go through their issues in day, rather than sympathize with them. There's a difference between sympathy and empathy. When you sympathize with somebody, it's like you're sorry for them. But when you empathize with somebody, you put yourself in a situation, say, if this happened to me, how go I treat me? If this happened to me person, how go I relate to my person? How many person to deal with the issue? How go I help me deal with the issue that my person did? So when you put yourself in that empathy state, you will know how to deal with mental health issue. What will all turn watchman for yourself? If you observe certain things about your person, about your neighbor, where you think say this, until when the person nobody use, you think say you don't begin go out of hand, you must talk to that person. If you think say you talk when you talk to that person, it creates any impact, see I can for seek professional help elsewhere, we can for intervene.
For sake of this, make Abdulrahman Sise, when a feed-in community coordinator, he advise for go dey embrace people wey don dey face neglect na the society. For the society for radio democracy, Elizabeth Mantu Mansare dey report.
The program Good Morning Salon, they continue to come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Joe Sisi, you take few notes, you respond quickly, then we can look at messages.
Quickly. I mean, what I ask, how many times question don't go offline for go talk to people compared to how I don't travel out of the country. When you don't go round salon, pass any question at this country history.
During campaign.
If you wait on this way they go offline, most of the times they go offline. They don't need for cancer, say they go offline. Most of the activities are offline, not to use yourself, I wasted time.
But President most in travel that during election where they go now do last
that maybe don't pass. That I would that tell you all over the country. I don't tell you, but if you now, most times it is offline. Yeah. So that need for clear that one. Then you say president also up now, presidential town hall. Yeah. You say question on yeah. You go don't plan say today I go Abadinla go see so person. 2-3 minutes before you move, something can come up will make that change. President Amotama like you chef.
So now happen in Kenema.
President Amotama like is so I don't give a simple example. Usma way is not there. You go don't plan say you come on here, you go Lumley for go see so or for go do so. Something can come 1-2 minutes before you move. When they make you change that plan, now more time they happen to anybody. So I just therefore the president, by the way, now he say la go na town hall, la go talk to people. So not all the president go balance anybody. Now they talk about the year General Assembly for information. Year General Assembly, I don't go so the biggest investment ever in the energy infrastructure of this country. We don't go pull her off. We don't go get endorsement from people that can invest in it, and up to $2.2 billion. President Biobi Shidona, nobody go get one day. In the next 5-6 years, you go begin enjoy that day, you begin to go begin enjoy her. You understand me? If they do this thing for country, in a run for itself, yeah, then they talk against President of the country November 20. No, even day. As a matter of fact, you know, say President a military man, and not just military man, now battle-tested military man. That can tell you say that military operations where we reverse that entire thing. Na him be there at the heart of her. I can tell you that one day. Not a president, not just military man, no, na battle-tested military man.
So
that they start doing the war.
So you mean they are the gun for push
So I don't know what they say. Not be there.
The thing I want to make clear is it that the president that they made the forefront for push some of the people.
When me not to Sujama.
No, I'm going to explain.
Sujama, I was Sujama there. When Sujama go fed, I go fed people that they will go. Generally, they go plot out the entire thing they go. So now, so while they talk and they talk, the partner soldier about to test the soldier don't fight war. He know how to handle it, so he was here. let us not say no be there. It be there for stabilize things. Yeah, then me what I say just concern but the cost, not the benefit. So that is very unfair to the president. Very, very unfair. Because the benefits now they show the reason why it go. And that is what you are not saying. We're very unfair to her. Because now the crux of the matter. And they go Cameroon every weekend. The next question they can have the same person in mind now. Wait till they go today. Wait till they go bring car. I don't tell you if you as an institution now 98.1. When they send you Usman, we now government office we go to a call back to office report. If the auditor the other guy they ask for see that money where you spend go Kabara, go to ABCD. Let you explain how you go pass and what you bring away benefit to the where get benefit to the office. You understand me? So the benefit very important. I get countless number of projects we don't benefit. Look, the frequent education where they benefit tens of thousands of people every year.
Okay.
A lot of donor money, a lot of international partnership money there inside. When I become president, you have to go meet them when they get there. Agriculture right now, a lot of resources there inside. When they give support to farmers, we make right now, we see rice price don't begin go down. Not by magic. Now because we they grow your rice now, they increase production. Plenty of other things. So then resources they always they go big. Then they come. Then they touch people their lives. As we sit on World Bank, they support 8 bridges. Suicide for you there, they draw for you there. 4 almost they complete. The other 4 where they can't start. Now because president go engage the World Bank president. You understand me? That's why they connect them communities a day. But go ask the people they right now, they go how you improve your life there. So many of them things a day. So
Mr. Sise, you get that scenario we just want for let you clear. Last year we get a data where the show say president spent over $28 million for travel.
Who's that name come on?
And data we will get when a journalist you will tell me whether not true or
so,
not and give you the actual figure.
So I go for no side come out. Yeah. Personally, just you write something and you can't be telling me say now so if you know.
No, we're getting the data.
Just say
I'm telling me source. How much the president spent last year?
So only person we will give factual figure, but waiting to explain for a president. I mean so finance.
So now this woman they go and say it spent over $28 million.
It's not true.
So almost how much president spent now last year?
Me not to Minister of Finance at the work.
But why they deny the figure? Where they? But they can't talk about.
Not to all things, I go I guess na me aid. Something and then I go get for reach out to sister ministry where I feel get that information. That's what we can do. Not to all to just get away the government talk money. No understand that. But what I can challenge you, as long as that is not from the Ministry of Finance, now the figment of somebody's imagination now, it is totally untrue. So, you understand me?
But why did you find the data where you don't know the actual data?
Because it is not from the right source. I don't tell you when you finance person at 98.1 now you're able to tell me just to say what did they spend per Usman every week for go get that information at Kabbalah. If me she don't have my own account talk, it's not gonna be the right talk because it ain't give the money. Now you got document. The Ministry of Finance now the only institution where they process money for the president. If I be telling you come out, but what go today, that source is questionable and that figure is wrong. That is totally untrue.
Okay.
Tell me say for Ministry of Finance, and that is not for Ministry of Finance.
Just to say we can look at messages, Joe, but most times when plenty issues or events they don't unfold in the country where the president know the one of them now be the August incident, and another one during the height of the COVID-19, the president traveled almost a month. Initially, we be the left, we get a release, say the president they go on holiday, and later we get another news, say they go on medical now Lebanon, and also on the independence of the day of the country. This last one, the president be left go poke in bearing. This now one we don't bring concern among citizens them about the presidents. They are left the country at such an important or crucial time and go on international trips.
So Musa again, COVID what you mentioned, President Bio felt COVID. The record show wake up and the data they will show almost case we get almost how we will felt COVID. Now one of the president this country we felt COVID pass beaucoup country in the world.
But the citizens what you take on that?
The data they where they show that one day. So don't let me say you know, be concerned. If we give put measures in place long since before we get a court case now. Now make if you say you see the data, we are not the country where we record the lowest number of cases, we are not the country where we record the lowest number of people that we die. You understand?
On independence.
They're not just happy because we face fine. Now because president do the right thing. Look at that.
On the independence.
On the you talk about Pope Iberi. The president na Catholic. Now a devout Catholic. You understand me?
Pope Iberi be more important at that moment than independence.
Well, independence we always, because of we know how for waste money, we always don't spend independence low key. You understand me? Not all, any big activity not be there for that one day.
No,
you understand?
Be there na hockey pitch where the president not be able to.
I've been there at the committee planning and then myself I represent the ministry. Now that they say we do, and we do. And the vice president was there.
And the president be there at the agenda for attend.
No, sir.
The president be there at the agenda for attend.
No, sir. But the honorable vice president,
the independence,
I attend.
It not be happen the
independence. And let me tell you one thing back, Musa. We got the presidency. Yeah, the presidency now two people there. The president there, the vice president there. So as long as the presidency is there, you understand me? Now it matter. The vice president are part of the presidency. You understand me? It been there. Yeah, and that was the only approved program for independence. And we all have una share. You understand me? So I mean then the other issue we raise, but who stay going to say no be
the August 8th incident, August 10th rather.
Fine. So if you know me there, the honorable vice president was here and he handled the matter perfectly well. You know me there no me say again I don't state and I not to jolly right he go out in the interest of the country. Bad people they left do something here. But he left the country in capable hands. The honorable vice president had the situation.
Just a continue for stay with me. Just a continue for stay with me inside the program. The program Good Morning Salon. They continue na time for look at na messages them. Una don't send on 077981981 and also now with Facebook page. Usman.
This one from Dauda Tarawali say Usman, please correct Joe. 29 African countries have now presented national energy impacts since launch of M300 in January 2025. No country will receive $2.2 billion.
This one, Josie says when president travels, he does so with a clean team, with a lean team. Yet when pressed further, he says he doesn't know the number. As head of strategic communications, how does he reconcile these two statements?
This one from Saidu Aliture say it is clear that one of the reasons the former Auditor General was sacked was as a result of fictional hotel bills that were stated in the last AG report. The government is not willing to give accountability in all of these traveling expenses.
This one said the chairman and the other party officials of SLPP you see in the US went on their own solidarity with the president. They are not part of the surveillance delegation to Onga.
This one say thanks very much, Doc, for the information this morning.
This one say please ask why they did not take along any person with disability or the National Commission for Persons with Disability. This one from Abdullah.
This one say, Mr. Sisi, you always on point. Thanks for correcting some of the critics.
This one from Edward Aloysius Renner. They say the difference between the two guests is that doctor speaks with facts and data, while our brother journalist turned politician don't even have the facts correct. Paul Kagame became president on 22nd April 2000. Magufuli had a short stint with less travel, but his country is thriving than ours.
This one from Supercaps for they say just to say is in the government's payroll, so he will never say the truth for the post-Sierra Leonean who are suffering, so we are not surprised. Doc is a professional and is explaining from the foundation of the reality on behalf of the poor people. Thanks, Doc. You are very brilliant administrator. May God bless you.
This one from Paul Samba say, Uncle Joe, you act always warm for defend the truth, but put the act down and answer the questions.
This one say the moderator is bringing Akon promise deliberately because he knows Akon never fulfill his promises, which is not President Bill's fault. You guys, All right.
Okay, the last one what they take because of time from Abraham Sisen on Facebook is they say while it is understandable that the president may need to travel for national interest, it is also important to ask why we are opening so many embassies, even in countries we've not been close to in the past. At a time when Sierra Leone is facing serious economic challenges, we hope he prioritizes only the most necessary trips and focuses on fixing the nation internally. That said, we applaud His Excellency for his remarkable leadership as ECOWAS chairman, and we pray he succeeds in convincing President Donald Trump to lift the visa restrictions on Sierra Leone. We also hope the younger issues remain high on his agenda.
The last one I will take because of time from Emmanuel H. Vandy say, Mr. Victor Monina, you were sent by the APC to talk in favor of them. All what you are saying is trash. If you do not have any important question, things to say, just go out of the station. All right, these are some of the messages that we'll get inside the program this morning. Over to you, Doc.
Well, thank you very much for all the comments. Normally, I'm not keen address issues of such because all man gets in diverse views. But I believe, say, we don't pass on a lot of information to people and they don't hear everything we need for know that Sierra Leone is at crossroads. We need for prioritize national development other than any other agenda. For that, our answer says thank you and I look forward for more engagement.
All right, plenty. Thank you. Over to you, Mr. Sisi.
Yeah, somebody say we economic problem, President the fixer. I make inflation don't carry down to single digits. We exchange don't stabilize, and so many other things they happen with the improve, with the increased productivity in the country. We saw come on very difficult. We are getting there gradually. Then somebody say me out. That's how they talk. Me out. And they make me point. I make me point. Let me point see. Then somebody say me don't government pay. Well, yeah, the government are the work for. And the facts are they talk now. Fact, I talk about benefits. Yeah. If somebody is saying a customer they look at me, they look at benefits and benefits now the right thing for you because when anybody go inside, now wait till bring car, now English supposed to matter. Not to the small trade, then they spend power for go bring boku tinker. Then say person disability. Well, I'm not going to comment on that for now. They say the number of people. Let me know not to me fix the delegation, but I know not a big delegation. I'm not going to tell you the number of people exactly.
Well, not a fixed delegation, and I don't know. You say not a big delegation.
Because I know say person will travel with big delegation. Because of we for save money. I know that because I know plenty tell they travel. I know say not to people they go to. You understand? But I know can't give you the exact figure now. But I know say always not to people they go to. That is just the fact. They say 29 countries and then bid for the project 300. Okay, fine. But a minute I said that they give you 2.2 billion. I say investment. The one that we can put money for the energy infrastructure. The commitment they make now total up to this for Salone. Okay. That's what I'm saying. And because we able for convince them, we put a compact together. Yeah. And they look and they say and say yes, this is what the endorser. Okay. And I amount to this money. They understand this. All these are the good things the way the president and government they do. And then tell for the talk about $2.2 billion investment the carry Salone. Where we can make we energy infrastructure one of the best any way you go. Okay. Then they talk about somebody spend $1 million, $2 million for go bring that car. Come on, let's just be realistic. So that then point here. So I think say I don't make me point though.
Okay. Yeah? Plenty thank you joining inside the program this morning. Name na Abubakar Josise in a head of strategic communications, Ministry of Information and Civic Education. Same also inside the program we get Dr. Victor Monina in a researcher, consultant and lecturer for Idealist Limited. As we inside the program this morning, they look at President Buhari in travel, witness some of the financial implications, then save the benefits that we bring to the country. Plenty thank you guys want to join me inside the program. When I have good word recording of the program, good morning, Salon. Welcome to live from Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Plenty thank you to producer Mike Sambula with support for me, Nokabe Mangebansari. Plenty thank you to Clifford Walker, DJ Clifford technical support, Fatmata Samura, Joseph Songa, Jaffa Davis, make on see you live on Facebook. So till meet another 10 minutes, Usman Kama, have a wonderful day.
And Musa Kamadesi, bye bye.